Hi, this is Jason with Civilian First Responder. Today we're going to talk about bob and how to utilize bob for your own training. If you don't have one and you want to practice striking, it's a great tool to use. Obviously, a lack of arms, you're not getting feedback, somebody else punching you. So as good as it can feel to hit bob, understand that this is training drills only and getting comfortable with throwing different kinds of strikes at different parts of the body and how your fist fits in. Just a straight up and down bag isn't going to give you quite the feedback that a jaw line, a bridge line, an armpit, these types of targets give. So don't hit them hard. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just getting used to the kind of punch where when you strike him, he's intended to move, right? You don't want to strike him and move yourself back. The other thing to do with bob is practice different kinds of strikes. Obviously punching is what most people would do with bob. But you can practice open hand strikes the same way, and with him you can see how your open hand strike can block. Even if you're not doing a lot of damage, you're blocking the eyes so that you might follow up with a straight punch. And this helps you target as well. If you're punching towards your hand, you replace your hand proprioceptively, you have a better way to target that way. So the other thing that you can do with bob is ridge hand strikes, shuto strikes, and learning how to feed different strikes into each other. Looking for what we call a chain of strikes. A chain of strikes that feed into the other, one into the other, without having to reset between each strike. I'd much rather have one strike lead into the next, into the next, into the next. It cuts down on the time that it takes him to process what's happening, and your body, your muscle memory gets used to it. You don't have to think about it. So starting with just practicing each kind of strike, 10 of these, and then 10 each of these, or 20, or 30, and then hook punches, uppercuts, ridge hand strike, and taking a ridge hand strike into a shuto on the other side into a punch. Not necessarily these specifically. These make sense to me. Whatever makes sense to you. And then obviously not just focusing on the head, but striking at the body as well, and knowing that a body strike can lead into a head strike, into a body. Capitalizing on what position your body's in after you strike. Even if you miss, if I go to throw a punch and a real attacker moves back and I'm here, it's going to be more advantageous for me to strike low than to reset and strike high again. So these are really good to use bob for. So the other thing that you can do with bob is, if you have tools that you want to practice striking, if you've watched my Joe video where I talk about different kinds of ways to strike with Joe, bob is a good target. Right? So, and you don't have to know any of that stuff. Those are Aikido specific type stuff. You just want to get used to striking here and then following up with something. It's all good for bob. He doesn't care. So thanks for watching, and we'll continue to give you guys some solo training. Thank you.